the Australian Fishing Championships, the pinnacle in Australian competitive fishing. With a rich history that boasts 7 incredibly competitive series, the AFC sees Australia's best bass and bream anglers do battle. Series 8 sees a major change, offering our teams a head-to-head format with just 4 hours to catch a winning weight, meaning it comes down to a team's overall bag weight and total points across the entire series to find our champions. Starting with the championships on freshwater, with bass at Lake Gregory near Bundaberg in Queensland, we have 3 teams of 2 anglers, teams Mercury, Tackle Junkie and Hobie. 4 hours of fishing to catch a total of 4 fish, with 10 points awarded to the winning team. The points earned here will be passed on to the team's specialist bream anglers on the Tweed River near the New South Wales-Queensland border. So every point counts, and the bigger the bag, the better the score, as a big bass or bream earns 2 bonus championship points. Another change sees the competitive fishing begin with no pre-fish, which means these guys have no idea of conditions on Lake Gregory prior to today. First cabs off the rank are Team Mercury, made up of Matthew Mott and David Green, looking for a 4th consecutive AFC title against the super competitive Team Tackle Junkie, made up of Steve Killer Kanowski and Wayne Beazley. They won right here on Lake Gregory last season, so we should be in for a good contest.
Killer's one of those ones, he should be a good poker player because you never really actually know whether he's got 6 kilos in the bag or none. But that's just the way he fishes.
Matthew and I have had some very good nights together, and you know, what an angler. He's just been on such a roll for probably the last 2 or 3 years now. He's just been so dominant.
Wayne's the same, he's just got that passion for it. He just loves it. He'd fish every day if he could get a chance to. Fierce competitor, I want to beat him, he wants to beat me.
I've known David since I first started tournament fishing. We've been great friends and rivals for all of those years. Really good guy, very quietly spoken, absolute gentleman. This is our sports pinnacle. We have to be at the top of our game to even have a crack at this at all.
This is the 6th best bass fisherman at the moment that you're going against. To win at 4, what can you say? They'll probably be gobsmacked. I wouldn't know what to say.
It'd be a great crowning achievement. We come close last time. Certainly I'd love to come back on this time and have a win. It'd be really good.
Let's get round 1 started with AFC Tournament Director Steve Morgan.
Righto, buddy. This is it.
Yeah, mate.
Okay, so guys, we're going to go for 3 hours and we're going to finish at 9:08 and then we're going to meet over at the line of the restricted zone for the last hour. So guys, are you both ready to go?
Yes.
Best.
Okay, in 3, 2, 1, and away.
All right, let's go.
Let's go. Good luck, boys. You'll need it.
I had a feeling he'd go there.
The start of the session this morning, our plan of attack was to stick to the plan. Motty and I have got a bit of a saying.
Stick to what we planned, mate. We talked about it. This is what we wanted to do.
Yeah. Cool.
When Killer and myself took off this morning, we were quietly confident, actually, that we'd sort of catch fish.
Well, without the benefit of pre-fish, we headed to where we'd done well before.
Hopefully get a bit of surface action first up, mate. That'll be choice.
That'd be good.
Basically, we started just down from the boat ramp.
So where's the weed pickup?
It'll come up, I reckon we'll be casting to the edge of it now.
About
We
now.
sort of want to get in as close as we can. Do you want to go down a bit further or just start it there?
If we start here, we'll get the feeling of the weed too, find out where it is and how far out it is.
Yep.
So when we get down there, we'll be in the zone. We just power fished along one bank. That was a bank we caught fish off last year.
I'm going to burn pretty quick. You go a bit slower.
I'm just going to try and tip the top of that weed all
Yep.
the way out.
What was that? Stuck its back out of the water just there.
Team Tackle Junkies come up the middle arm of the lake and it's one of the most popular places for big bass here. They're throwing surface lures and the bass can really hear those surface lures on these calm mornings. You can see how flat it is. They're waiting for a big strike and they want to start this tournament off with a bang.
Hey, come on.
One of the things that not having a pre-fish does is they don't know the situation of the weed. Last year we came here, this was all overgrown. There were water lilies and weeds everywhere. This morning, after the winter, this weed has all died back. You can see weed down there, but it's not growing all the way to the top. So they're going to have to adapt very quickly if their tactics from this morning don't work.
Lots of weeds.
Mad of weed.
The weed was just too thick, so we kept coming out and trying to find the edge of the weed, but it was a very messy edge. Oh no, there's a weed edge there. We've gone too far now. But, you know, we know the fish are there. We know if we just persist on them, we might get them to bite.
Generally, these bass feed at night. As the sun gets up, the bass drop back into the cover. So these guys are using lures that get closer and closer to where the bass are sitting, and they're targeting fish that are resting rather than fish that are feeding.
Comp's never won in the first hour, but geez, it helps if you got a couple. Come on, Nick. Come on. I said to Greenie, look, let's stick the electric on pretty fast and try and cover some ground. Righto, we're in 4 foot there.
We just moved from spot to spot with the anticipation that we might pick up a fish within the first, 15, 20 minutes at any new spot.
You know, you get that gut feeling where you just know. You know, you think, oh, they've got to be there.
Well, as fishermen, that's what we do. You start off reading streams when you're a kid, trying to work out where the little eddies are and where the fish might be sitting, and around the weed edges or in the deep holes or under the tree roots. So when you come here, you just apply that knowledge that you've learned over the years and try and work out, well, yeah, OK, it's a lake.
You know, one thing I'll tell you, they're in here somewhere. Come on, Henry, huge fish. That's right. It's not.
Yep, there's one.
That's what, beautiful.
That's one.
That's what we want, Greenie.
That was dead slow, mate. Oh,
Righto.
that's put me in the weed too, I think. Yep, he's got me straight buried. I'll just keep the pressure on him.
Yes.
Illegal fish?
Yes, he's illegal, all right, brother.
Let's look at him. We caught one fish right at the tail end of that run, so I guess you can say it paid off.
Nice little bass. It was not a bad fish, actually. It was pretty good. It's good to have one in the well, put it that way. OK, mate, what do you reckon?
This is what we're fishing in amongst. No wonder they bury you sometimes. You just got to keep the pressure on them and work as a team and get them out.